Global headline: President Biden's tense phone call with Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, urging an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. This photo taken during the call. The president warning that the U.S. help could now be conditional depending on what's done to help ease the humanitarian crisis. And just in tonight, what the Israeli media is now reporting, what the Israeli military has apparently now done in the wake of that deadly strike, killing 7 aid workers in that marked convoy. Here's Mary Bruce.
Tonight, a major shift from the White House. In a tense 30-minute phone call, President Biden bluntly warning Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to take concrete steps to protect civilians in Gaza, or the U.S. will be forced to reassess its support for Israel's war.
If there are not changes to their approach, it is very likely we're going to change our approach.
It comes as the president has grown increasingly frustrated and outraged as the humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza only grows more dire. This is the first time he's spoken with Netanyahu since Israeli airstrikes killed 7 aid workers delivering food for the World Central Kitchen. One of those workers, a dual American citizen, 33-year-old Jacob Flickinger. Tonight, ABC News speaking with his partner.
I want people to know that he was a man of service and he wanted to help. He wanted to be brave in this situation and help these people that were in need.
On the phone with Netanyahu, the president demanding an immediate ceasefire and calling for Israel to dramatically increase humanitarian assistance, open additional crossings, and reduce violence against civilians and aid workers. Until now, Biden has resisted calls to limit or condition U.S. military assistance to Israel, the administration recently approving the delivery of thousands more bombs in coming years. I pressed the White House on what happens if Israel doesn't meet the president's demands. The president seems to have said to the prime minister today, make these concrete changes or else. It's the or else that I want to make clear here. Is the president threatening to withhold aid to Israel if they do not make these changes?
The president made it clear that our policies with respect to Gaza will be dependent upon our assessment of how well the Israelis make changes and implement changes to make the situation in Gaza better for the Palestinian people.
And how much time are you giving them to make these changes, to implement these concrete
Again,
steps?
we would hope to see some announcements of changes here in coming hours and days, and I'll leave it at that.
And tonight, we are already seeing signs that Netanyahu is getting President Biden's message. Israel has just announced that it is going to be opening another border crossing to allow additional humanitarian aid into Gaza. And according to local media, the Israeli Defense Forces have just suspended 2 military commanders in response to the killing of those aid workers. David, tonight, the White House tells me they see this as a step in the right direction. The big question now, will this satisfy President Biden's demands? David.
Mary Bruce.